Hi everyone, this is Nick with ASUS and welcome back to the ASUS North America YouTube channel. Today we're going to take a look at the WL330NUL combo USB adapter. So that's this little guy right here that I'm holding up. Some of you may be familiar with these types of devices or think that you may be. We do have an Ethernet port on one end and then a USB on the other end, so it looks like an Ethernet adapter, but the reason that we call this a combo USB adapter is because it actually has 4 different modes that you can use. It can be a router, it can be an Ethernet adapter, it can rebroadcast your hotspot, as well as act as a wireless adapter. So that being said, let's see how they work in each one of those modes. Okay, so the first mode that we're going to go over here is the router mode. First thing we're going to do is plug it into power. So we're going to use a wall plug to USB power adapter. We'll go ahead and plug that right in. And then we will take our router, the WL330NUL, and we'll go ahead and plug that right into power. And then we're going to take our Ethernet cable. So this would either come from your modem or maybe it's coming from another router and you want to rebroadcast out that signal. You'll go ahead and connect it up here. So once that's all connected, you can go ahead and log into the wireless SSID that it creates and configure it like any other router. Okay, so the second mode we'll go over is the Ethernet adapter. To use the WL330NUL as an Ethernet adapter, you'll simply just have to plug it into the USB port and then go ahead and connect your Ethernet cable that has the internet coming in to the WL330NUL and you're good to go. Okay, so the third mode that we're going to take a look at is the hotspot mode. So just like it sounds, you'll be able to connect to a wireless network and then rebroadcast out your own wireless network. Whether you're connecting to your phone or maybe a hotel Wi-Fi or any other wireless connection, you can then turn around and then name your own wireless network and broadcast that out to yourself for your friends, for your family, for your own devices. So the way that we'll do that is once you've connected to the computer here and the utility is installed, it'll pop up. Initially, it'll just give you the wireless networks that you have available to connect to. If we click on Advanced Settings here, you'll actually bring up a bit more options. We'll see the wireless profile here. We can go ahead and select which wireless networks we want to connect to. And then on the wireless setting tab, we're defining the name of our wireless network that comes from the WL330NUL. So here it's named as the product name. And then, of course, you can go ahead and set up a guest network if you want to keep people off of your network that you're setting up. And then you can, of course, disable the broadcasting of the hotspot if you really want to at the bottom here. Okay, so the fourth and final mode of this adapter that we're showing today is the wireless adapter mode. So it can act as a wireless card. Whether maybe you're having issues with an existing wireless card, maybe you want to connect this to a desktop that doesn't have wireless and you don't want to have to go through the trouble of adding an actual insert card for PCI Express or PCI if you still have that. This can act as a wireless card for any system. So once we have the utility installed and we plug it into the computer here, we'll have the site survey window automatically pop up with a list of the available wireless networks, and you can go ahead and connect to one right there. Okay, so we have one more thing to go over for the WL330NUL, and that's for you non-Windows users. You may be asking, oh, that's great. I saw the utility. It looks like you have a lot of good options in there, but how am I going to use this on Mac OS X, or how am I going to use this on Linux? Well, the good news is, like any other router, it does have its web interface or web administrative interface. So once you have it connected to your computer, you can go ahead and click in www.asusnetwork.net, and it'll take you to the configuration for the WL330NUL. And from there, you can go ahead and go from WAN to wireless settings to determining whether you want to clone your MAC address, guest management, and admin and system logs. So a lot of the same settings that you're going to find in the utility, you're going to find right here in the web admin interface. Okay, so that just about wraps it up for the WL330NUL combo USB adapter. As we went over, it's a router, it's an Ethernet adapter, it can work as a hotspot, and then it can also work as a wireless adapter. So lots of different uses for this little guy. I hope that you enjoyed the walkthrough on all the different modes. And if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and feel free to leave them at the bottom, and we'll do our best to get back to you on them. And as always, thanks for watching the ASUS North America YouTube channel.